Good morning, dear students. In previous lecture, we was studying about the associated glands related to the digestive tract. Now, after completing the diagrammatic study of alimentary canal and associated digestive glands, here we will more discuss on step of digestion in man. Step of digestion in man, or you can also said it the step of digestion in alimentary canal of human. First of all, students, I will telling you that there are mainly 5 steps are accompanied in the step of digestion. What are these? These are first ingestion, second digestion, absorption, assimilation, and the last is egestion. What is ingestion? Students, as we intake the food with the help of our hand into the mouth, this process is known as ingestion. It means intake of the food material into our mouth inside the buccal cavity for chewing or masticating. This is called ingestion. And from ingestion, it means you can say that the process of mechanical digestion will be started inside our mouth. How? You have to study about the salivary glands. The salivary gland secretes saliva that contains ptyalin enzymes, or you can say that amylase. What is the role of ptyalin enzyme? We was also discussed. Ptyalin helps in conversion of the carbohydrate inside the food into the simple sugars like glucose. That's why when we masticating any bit of food, or you can say that chapati, then its taste after some times becomes sweeter, because the carbohydrate present in such part of food after mixing into the saliva turns that part of carbohydrate into glucose. That's why we feel sweeter taste. Now further the food is passed after get converted from the solid macromolecules into micromolecules after chewing with the help of tooth present in our upper and lower jaw socket. Our tongue also helps in masticating of food, just like the spoon. It easily move the food in between our teeth. Now the food passes into the pharynx. The pharynx is divided into two parts, the oropharynx and nasopharynx. The oropharynx part is interconnected with the help of a tube-like structure from oropharynx to the stomach. That is called oesophagus or food pipe. Then, students, we will know that what is the role of oesophagus or food pipe. The oesophagus or food pipe helps in passage of food from the oral cavity, or you can say that mouth cavity, to the stomach. After masticating the food very well and mixing up into the saliva, it passes into the oropharynx, the pharyngeal, the part of pharynx, and oropharynx passes it into the esophagus. During the passage of the food into the esophagus, a very special type of movement is found into the esophagus. This movement is called peristalsis. What? Peristalsis. This movement occurs due to the lining of radial muscles inside the radial and stated muscles inside the esophagus, as well as the innermost lining of the esophagus is lined by goblet cells, or you can say that mucus secreting cells, which secretes slightly viscous like fluid that helps in easy passage of the churning curd into our stomach. Now the food passes into the stomach, and important, you can say that step of digestion will be started. As the food passes into the stomach, the inner wall of the stomach, which containing many folds, skin folds like muscular structures, that is called reuge. The inner lining of stomach also contains huge amount of blood vessels as well as muscles. And the reuge, the outer surface of the reuge containing the gastric glands. These gastric glands secretes three important kinds of substances. First is pepsin, a kind of enzyme that helps in breakdown of proteins and emulsifying into fat and amino acids. Next one is hydrochloric acid. Hydrochloric acid present in the gastric juice secreted by the gastric glands helps in emulsifying the food into more simple form, as well as kills the bacteria and other harmful kind of microorganism if present inside our curd, or you can say that chewing food. Further, the one thing more important which is secreted by the gastric gland are mucus. Mucus helps, not only helps in emulsifying of food, but also helps in well mixing of the food, and it protects the innermost wall of our stomach from any kind of mechanical injury, because the hydrochloric acid is secreted may causes ulcer inside the inner wall of the stomach. Now further the food passes from the main body of the stomach with the help of a pyrolytic tube into the first part of the small intestine, that is called duodenum. In duodenum, the pancreatic juice from the pancreas and the bile juice from the liver commonly poured by a common orifice inside the duodenum known as common orifice for pancreatic and bile juice. In duodenum, when the food enters, there is a process of just like to the combustion take place. That's why if we pronounce the duodenum in Hindi, this is grahani, and here just like the process take place when we lit fire into the earth. These both digestive juices provides a very concentrated acidic medium. That's why the color of the curd gets changed and become a similar or singular color. The bile juice secreted by the liver contains bile salt, bile pigment. The bile pigment play an important role to provide a unique color, or you can say that single color to our curd. When the masticating food come inside into our stomach, that is turns into curd. Then the bile pigment provides a particular color to the whole food substances, and the enzymes like pepsin present in the gastric juice break down or emulsifying the proteins into fats and other simpler form of amino acids. And the pancreatic juice, there are 6 pancreatic juices are present, as I was explained in the previous lecture. What are the pancreatic amylase? It helps in breakdown of, or you can say that emulsifying of carbohydrate substances, or you can say that fats, the complex form of carbohydrates. And next is lipase, helps in the oxidation of lipids. Trypsin helps in conversion of the proteins into proteases and simple amino acids. Chymotrypsin helps in emulsifying of fatty acids and as well as some simple form of amino acids. Carboxylase enzymes also play an important role in breakdown of complex fatty substances present in our food. And the last enzyme present in the pancreatic juice is, after the chymotrypsin, is pepsinogen. When the pepsin, either the pepsin is produced, or you can say that present into the gastric juice, but here the peptidoses get breakdown from the simple protein to the pepsin inside. Then the pepsin of the gastric juice converted into the pepsinogen when the trypsin enzyme play an important role, which is present into the pancreatic juice. Thus, the food passes from the duodenum to the jejunum, the part of the small intestine. After jejunum, it passes into the ileum of the small intestine. Inside the small intestine, the third step of digestion take place. Here the presence of microvilli. These are the brush border-like structures present inside surface of the small intestine, helps in absorption of digested food. These digested simple food substances like glucose, carbohydrate, simple fats, amino acids get poured into the blood vessels, which are densely covered the part of whole small intestine. Thus, the absorbed food is further transported to the various part of body cells for the oxidation to get energy. Now, the undigested food substances further passes ahead. After the absorption of food, the fourth step of digestion process will be started. In this process, the extra food substances which are absorbed and remain after the process of cellular respiration is used for the further synthesis of new protoplasm. Thus, assimilation may be defined as it is the process through which the formation of new substances, energies as well as protoplasm take place. It is a very useful process for the formation of new cells. When the amount of protoplasm is increases, then a cell become able to find out the ability of division. Thus, due to increased amount of protoplasm, the cell become mature and prepare for the process of cell division. The last step of nutrition is digestion. After the complete digestion process inside the alimentary canal, the undigested waste material of the food is passed into the rectum of the large intestine. From here, the undigested waste matter of the food is excreted out through about 3 to 4 centimeter long narrow tube that is called anus from outside the body. Thus, the process of ingestion of food ended the step of digestion in man. Once again, we will define these steps of digestion. Ingestion, the intake of food with the help of our hand inside the mouth cavity is known as ingestion. Digestion is the process in which the complex food substances of the complex food substances is break down into simple organic and inorganic substances with the action of digestive enzymes or juices secreted by the various associated glands present inside the alimentary canal. For example, the gastric juice from the innermost wall of the stomach, the bile juice from the liver which stores into the gallbladder, and further during it secretes into the duodenum, the pancreatic juice from the pancreas. In intestine, the intestinal juices or enzymes are also enzymes are also secreted by the inner wall of the intestine with the presence of several minute shaped glands These are such as carboxylase enzyme that helps in conversion of fat molecules or complex carbohydrate into simple sugars. For example, if we are talking about sucrase break down the sucrose sugar into simple sugar, glucose and fructose. Now, like this, the process of absorption take place into the small intestine in which the digested food substances absorbed and pour into the blood streams for the transportation to each and every part of our cell. Assimilation after the absorption, this step of nutrition will be started. In this step, the absorbed food which remains after the process of oxidation, it means after elution of energy, the remaining food substances are collected that are used for the formation of new substances such as protoplasm, and in the end step of the digestion, the undigested food materials get excreted out from the body through anus. Thus, the step of digestion process take place inside the alimentary canal of human. Thanks, students, for joining today's.